Vlogmas Day 21. This month is going by so quickly. I was just like, what? No way. Yeah, very quick. Oh, um, yesterday, my random fact, the homemade wine. I got that idea from somebody yesterday and I couldn't remember who had talked about wine in their video. And I was like, oh, I make wine. I can have that as my random fact. And I wanted to give that person credit for like prompting my thought. Couldn't remember who it was. So I had filmed a little bit and I was like, so I was like, chuck this, just start over. So I start over and didn't mention that I had gotten the idea from somebody, but it was Keto in Hawaii who had mentioned that she had made some homemade wine. So I'm going to link her video in the description box below so you guys can see that. I am so jelly. She has got some beautiful property. And when she takes us along for the ride, I just absolutely love the views. Don't get me wrong. I love the area that I live in. Obviously, I'm very happy here, but I would love to go to Hawaii. I have never been there. I would absolutely love that. But from what I understand, like when you're going to Hawaii and you're not from there, you don't know the area, you've never been before, the Hawaii you get to see is so touristy and so commercialized. It's not like living there and seeing the back areas. That's what I want to see, the hidden parts. The private parts. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here and make me a cup of coffee for the day. And I don't have a clue what I'm going to get into. Have to be at work tonight at 3. But until then, I've got less than 5 days before I'm leaving on my trip. So I'm just going to keep going over stuff because once we're on the trail, won't have an opportunity to be like, I forgot that. Let me go get it. So I got to make sure that I'm ready. So mainly that's what I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to film some of that stuff. I'm going to film getting my lunch packs ready because I'm keeping it keto. So I'm going to film getting that ready. So I'm going to put some of that stuff on here. And then like the gear list and that kind of stuff on Fat Girl in the Woods. So there is going to be some of the hiking stuff on here just because it is part of keto. There's no way to really separate keto out from any aspect of your life. So you guys will look forward to my food packs that I'm taking. And I'm going to put that stuff up on the days that I'm going to be gone so that I'll still be putting out content. Also, didn't forget that I still have to do the tag that Amy tagged me in, 7 crazy facts, which are hard to come up with, but I've got them. I've got my list ready. I just need to film it at some point, either this afternoon or tomorrow. And then I've still got the 10 question tag to do. So I'll get that filmed also. And there was something else. All the blessings tag. So I'll get those filmed sometime this week. So they will also go up while I'm out. So that you guys will have some stuff to watch while I'm not here. I can't wait. The countdown continues. Alrighty, see you in a bit. Alrighty, I am having my first meal of the day, which I took a little bit of cabbage and pan fried it. Then I took a chicken breast, sliced it up, and put like Chinese 5-spice, a little bit of soy sauce, some red chili flakes, and a little bit of onion flake, and then a packet of stevia erythritol blend. Put it on top of there. Oh my goodness, I taste a little piece. It is good, but this is what I'm having for my first meal today. Very hungry, and it is noon. I skipped eating yesterday just because my tummy was miserable, but now I'm hungry today. Alrighty, see you shortly. Well, I got to work. Deviled eggs and cottage cheese was on the menu. Yes, please. So this will be it for me today. Alrighty, talk to y'all here in a bit. Well, peeps, it is 10 minutes to 11 and I just walked in the door from work. I had a great day, but was too busy really to get on here much except for filming what I ate. I wanted to get back on before I close out this vlog for my random fact for Vlogmas Day 21. And I've mentioned this before, but I think it was way back at the beginning of my channel, so there's probably a lot of you don't know This house that I am living in, I physically built this myself. I dug the foundation with a rototiller and a shovel, and me and my dad mixed the concrete and poured it and laid the brick. And I physically built this house myself. So I have touched every bit of it. I did the wiring, the plumbing, the drywall. The only thing that I did not do is the roof. And it's not that I'm afraid of heights, but here's another random fact. I have a ladder phobia. And I don't care if it's just a little 2-step ladder or a big regular ladder. So when we started on the roof, getting the trusses up was not a big deal because, like I said, I'm not afraid of heights. And we did that from the interior. So even though my heart raced a little bit going up on those ladders, it wasn't too big of a deal. But when we went to put the plywood on, and I actually had to go on a ladder on the outside of the roof, that's when I had a problem. I got up okay and then could not get off the roof back down the ladder. So my dad had to, after hours of me being stuck on the roof, had to jerk me off the roof pretty much. Yeah, terrified to come back down. So yes, I built this house myself, me and my dad. Started when I was 21. I bought my first house and moved to town when I was 18 and hated it. I hated living in town. Well, then the property here next to my parents' house came up for sale. So I sold my house in town and used the money from that to break ground on this. And I never got a loan for it. I just built it paycheck to paycheck. So technically still it's under construction. There's still things that need to be done. Working on it. And now you're getting to where the house is old enough that it needs upgrades and improvements. At the same time, there's still things I want to tweak about it. Because I would love, my porch is 32 foot, but my house is 64. So I would love to have a full-length porch on the front, the full 64 feet. It's a ranch-style home, and I would like to have the porch run down the whole length of the front and wrap around the one side. So I still want to get that done. Just a few things to tweak it. But yeah, so now we're remodeling at the same time we're still finishing. But a home is a lifetime project. But it's just, yeah, it's my pride and joy. I love this house. That's why I've always said, you know, my husband wants to move. There's a lot of times he talks about moving. And I'm like, well, if he ever decides to move, he will be going on his own. I will not ever leave this house. You know, it's mine. In every way, shape, and form, it is mine. So the design of it, the blood and the sweat and the tears building it, arguing with my dad over the floor plans, the things that I wanted and the things that he would say it makes the house inefficient. The windows, if you can see the window in my TV room in there, all of the windows, the one in front of me here looks the same as that one back there. All of my windows are huge. I wanted the biggest windows I could find in this house, and my dad hated that. I'm like, I'll put plastic over them in the winter. I'm taking big windows. I'll pay the extra heating bill to have huge windows. So yeah, there you go. Random fact number one. Yeah, we're starting over. Random fact number 21. I built my home physically. I built my own house. Alrighty, guys. I will let you go, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great evening. Blessings.